What's up, Dragon Brood? Today we are doing something a little bit different. First off, if you haven't seen it, I do have a video up for the. I point back there like there's a deck or video hiding back there, but I do have a video up with day one previews for Core Set 21. If you want to check that out, I guess I'll put the thing up there so you can see it. And I'm going to be doing that every day while the set releases and we get the previews. So each day you'll get to see kind of what got released the day before and what I think about it. No idea if my opinion's worth anything, but if you just want to talk about stuff, it's a point of conversation. But today we're going to be doing a control deck. I know we're like the aggro channel, but every once in a while I decided to throw something a little different in there. And on stream last night we had somebody recommend a deck. We worked on it a little bit and I want to try it out. It is a Mardu control deck. So plays a little bit different. It does get to use some cards I haven't gotten to play with yet, which is very cool. So I'm looking forward to that. But, let's just see how it goes. I don't know. I don't have high or low expectations. I'm kind of in the middle. It'll be fun. All right, as per usual, we do ask everybody go ahead and stay until the end of the video because we do a wrap up and kind of talk about cards that did or didn't work and what we would change in case you want to see the latest list and understand why we made the changes. But let's hop into this. Also, I want to say if you're watching or go watch the core set review videos, I actually hid some Easter eggs in there. So if you see those, feel free to comment. All right, so we're trying something a little bit different here. We don't have a ton of win conditions, but we wanted some ways to kind of make sure we could get to our finishers. And this is a cool list because it actually plays a lot of cards I haven't gotten to play with in Standard. So let's give it a look. We are playing 2 Dawn of Hope. Now, mind you, we don't have a ton of stuff that lets you gain life in this list. It is actually mostly going to be because of the long game token maker, and then maybe actually get us to where we're drawing more cards. Probably the most experimental card in the list. We are playing 4 Omen of the Forge as a removal card, but then getting to Scry is also fine. 2 Murderous Riders. We didn't want to go too heavy on them. It does cost you life, but it is a removal card. Can get rid of opposing planeswalkers that may be a problem. Something like this being slower, something like a Davriel could be an issue, so we have to pay attention to that. Playing 4 Treacherous Blessing, 4 Oathakaya, 2 Bedevil, 3 Deafening Clarion, 3 Kaya's Wrath, 2 Outlaw's Merriment. This is kind of like the core of the deck. It's a bunch of removal cards, and then maybe we get to make creatures to keep fighting with. We're playing 2 Liliana Dreadhorde General, 3 Chandra Awakened Inferno, and 3 Ruinous Ultimatum, which this is kind of the kicker to the whole deck. Like if we get to play this and it goes off, you're probably going to be in pretty good shape. Then we have 2 Castle Ardenvale, 1 Castle Locthwain, 2 Swamp, 4 Godless Shrine, 4 Temples, Temple of Silence actually, doesn't matter, we are playing both temples. 4 Blood Crypt, 2 Temple of Malice, 3 Sacred Foundry, there's 1 Temple of Triumph, and 3 Savai Triumph. So the land's kind of all over the place, but we really need to have all those multiple colors because you see so many, like this one needs 2 black, this needs a black and a white, this needs 2 black and a red, this needs a red and a white, this needs 2 white, 2 black. Like everything's very color intensive. So the mana kind of doesn't have a choice. This is sort of what we have to go with. We are rocking a sideboard. We've got 3 Grafdigger's Cage, 4 Agonizing Remorse, 3 Cry of the Carnarium, 4 Legion Warboss, 1 Thought Distortion. One thing too I want to know, please leave a comment below and let me know if you want to see maybe videos that have me playing 3 matches of, say, best of 3. Or do you like seeing me play 5, 6, 7 games of best of 1? Just out of curiosity, I'm looking at trying some different things. So y'all just tell me what you want to see. Anyway, let's go hop into some games. Also, I'd like to ask everybody, if you haven't yet, please subscribe to the channel. Don't forget, remember to like this video, because that helps us out with the Google algorithm to get in front of more people and grow the channel. Also want to say too, we're going to be doing a giveaway soon for our 1,000th subscriber threshold for crossing that. So I'm putting some stuff together for some fun giveaways. So expect that video and announcement soon. I think we're just going to play this. I mean, right now we're sort of just setting up. Yeah, we'll take it. Why not? This could be bad, because we're going to definitely be better against more aggressive decks pre-sideboard. So if they're playing a control deck, this is going to be kind of slow and boring for us. Especially if it looks like they're playing Wilderness Reclamation. Not going to be great for us. Sure, I'll take an Othakaya just because. There's our Growth Spiral. Alright, I guess we set up for a Wilderness Reclamation here soon. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the format turns into now that we're in the new world post-bannings where we're not seeing so many of the crazy cards. I mean, I know it's already been a long morning for me recording videos and stuff. Like, I saw the Othakaya and I'm like, oh, I drew a second one. I'm like, no, I set that on top of the deck, idiot. You know what? I feel okay doing this, even if they have a creature, whatever. See if we can get the opponent to just commit to a spell counter or something. Nope. Alright, well I guess the good news is they didn't have anything significant for us. I mean, this is the matchup where if we could draw, the... Oh, goodness. Wait a minute. What's happening here? I mean, it's safe to assume that Ruinous Ultimatum is just garbage against this opponent. Leyline of Combustion. This feels so strange. Yeah, I'll take that. Why not? I mean, weird as it is, our Ruinous Ultimatum doesn't even do anything in this fight. We're gonna get to kill, like, a Leyline of Combustion. And even then, we probably won't, because they have the bosses in it. Well, I guess they might play it just to search at this point. So they don't lose it. But they are already down to 11. I mean, I don't know. Is this where I'm supposed to say, like, weird flex? Whenever they just bounce our Murderous Rider? It seems so pointless. Like, wouldn't they have been better off searching with the Thassa's Intervention? I don't know, maybe they're just so low on life and they're afraid they don't have a way to kill a creature. I mean, I could see that being true. Alright, there we go. Chandra is good. And Chandra can't be countered, so that's a start. I'm not worried about their Brazen Borrower here. I mean, it doesn't block Murderous Rider. We do have removal if we really need to. If for some reason the opponent... Okay, another Escape to a Wild. Alright, fair enough. I mean, there's the Wilderness Reclamations. But they didn't even do anything with their mana. Trying to decide if I even want to try a Ruinous Ultimatum. Let's just attack with the Rider first. See what happens. I mean, truthfully, we just may be dead. Because they have a ton of mana over there, y'all. Like... I mean, I guess we can at least put the opponent on some kind of a clock.
No pressure.
Alright, well the good news is those don't kill Chandra. Oh, well that will. Gosh dang it.
I'm reaching my boiling point.
Okay, well I guess we will try to cast Ruinous Ultimatum next turn then. There's no way those 3 cards aren't spell counters though, right? Alright, they're getting mana, so what are we doing? Gonna just blast this for a ton. Yeah, sideboard, we do have, like, the goblins, and we've got discard spells, but, like, game one, this is just, if we're playing game ones, this is not a good matchup for us at all. So, I feel kind of lucky we even got the opponent down to 6 here. Alright, so we have a Murderous Rider. I assume they have some type of spell counter or another Brazen Bar or something. I kind of want to do this, see if we can even just bait the opponent into doing something. And I'm not afraid to take 4 here, really. Oh, technically 6, I guess. Sure, Frilled Mystic. Alright, if they have another one, we just lose now. But, so be it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, we just do it. I mean, I guess I should have attacked, let them block. Yeah, they had another Mystic. Well, nope. We're not going to concede, because, I mean, the odds are they're going to draw another counter, but if they don't, then we can just try to Ruinous Ultimatum. Well, don't think we're going to get back-to-back opportunities, unfortunately. I mean, we do still have the Chandra triggers. I mean, that's not a lot. I mean, but it's something. Because it's possible, you know, if they take any damage or whatever, we do still have, like, Othakais and stuff we can draw. So that's real. Alright, so they deal 4 to us and we die? Or 6, I guess, because we do get to gain life. Oh boy, how bad is it? Or are they just going to look with their Castle Vantress? How much land do we have? We have 2, 6, or 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh yeah, so we're just dead. What's the opponent do? Why didn't the opponent just kill us? They were going to untap again, right? That's just horrible. Like, they should have just killed us. What are they messing around doing? Well, that's no good. Alright, we're just going to do the one thing we can do. Yep, exactly. Alright. We get to go first. Alright, we do have an Omen. Othakai we can't cast. This is actually a little tough. But I'm going to go ahead and keep it just because we have the Omen of the Forge. It does give us time to get our white mana, but then also allows us to scry, so it's not the worst thing. We'll just do that. See if we get to kill something. Here's hoping. Knight, yes, we will kill you because that's going to be a lot of life loss. Ugh, I was hoping for there to be a white land there. That has to go. Alright. I mean, the good news is we're kind of slowly stair-stepping our way up to the Planeswalkers, which is kind of what we expect to happen against creature decks with this. Alright, another veteran. So this is just a Knight's deck, as it looks like. Alright, we still need another white mana for... Well, the problem is if we just even get any mana at this point, we don't even care. So let's just put this in tapped, and then we'll just scry during the opponent's instep. See if we can find a land. We don't even care what color now, because this will sweep the board. This will... Well, I say it'll sweep the board. They could have, like, I don't know, fight as one or some such. So that's a real pile of damage. That's no joke. Yep, we'll go ahead and do that. So we'll assume they have fight as one. Ooh, Dawn of Hope, huh? Would have been nice to use that Chandra. I mean, use the Liliana, but don't think that's where we're headed here. So let's go ahead and take... We really want to get to where we can cast Kaya's Wrath, probably. Or even the Merriment, truthfully. Alright, we'll take the land because the land's critical here. We don't really have a choice. We're going to have to play Chandra and then risk letting her die. Because if they have a fight as one, it's not a lot we're going to be able to do. If it lives, though, we do have Liliana to follow up, and then that's a big deal.
You're about to.
So they can protect one thing. Yep, that's what I thought. See, we're smarter than the average bear on some days. Now, with the new rule, they can't just play Luris and immediately play stuff out of the graveyard. They have to pay 3 mana to put it into their hand first. So that's good. It's possible they may not even attack Chandra either, because we're low enough that they may just come right after us. Okay, so they're moving Luris to their hand. Fight is one to go after Chandra. Great. I don't disagree with these actions. I think here we're just going to +1. Because if they're going to play Luris and then get something else, maybe we can get a removal card first and then play Liliana and get everything. Because otherwise they'll just sacrifice the 2 other things and they're just going to play Luris and get something back. So, like, we can play the long game here. Makes sense. That's what I would do. So we get life, we get to block and get a card. Hopefully to find a white land. We failed. Oh boy, we are not hitting it, team. We are not hitting it. If we gain life, we could draw a card though, which is pretty good if they attack into Liliana. So that's kind of good. So we go ahead and play this. Question is just, if we make a creature, they can get back... I mean, they could get that back, and that would be pretty devastating, actually. Because then those would all be 4/4s. We'd only be able to block Luris if they attacked with it. If we make them spend the mana, we can minus... This is a lot of math. Sorry, team. Block... Okay, he'd kill both of those. They'd end up with 4 power to come after Liliana, and they could kill it. So we don't necessarily want to do that. So let's just go 2/2 here. And see what happens.
Rise and shine.
I think we're still hoping for the other white mana. I mean, we've just missed all the way through. Alright. Venerable Knight, sure. Alright, good news is we can still protect Liliana. And get a card here. They're just coming after us. Fantastic. We will take a card. Alright, come on, deck. We waited for a long time. We're trying so hard. Hey, good thing this comes into play untapped. We waited many, many years for such things. Alright. Ooh, we got there. Dang. Sure. We'll see if this does anything. Alright, we'll put this into play first. Set up a situation where we can use these, omens. I mean, I guess we go ahead and just hit it now. So they can't find some way to protect it. I have a feeling the other creatures are worse for us anyway. Oh, well, that's that, I guess. We go first with double Chandra. Alright, we'll keep it. Though I am a little pained inside. Probably don't need that. Because if these Chandras don't stick and get the job done, that's probably not either. Probably want to get that Omen of the Forge if you're playing any type of creatures. Yep, that's what one would think. We drew the most expensive cards in the deck. 3 of the 6 casters and put 1 of the 7s on the bottom. That's real bad. Alright, they're playing a discard heavy deck, which also doesn't benefit us.
I can always do better next time.
We're playing off the top, but we are 1 mana away from getting to play our stuff, so there's that. I mean, I guess we gotta look at the positives. We'll go ahead and put that in here, in case, for some reason, we want to cast like a Merriment or something we draw next turn. Oh, are they trying to come after our lands or something? Or are they stuck on mana? Interesting. Okay. Oh, or maybe they're waiting on a Murderous Rider to get our Planeswalkers. Alright, if that's the case, if we think it's Murderous Rider, then I'm just going to go ahead and play Chandra first. So we at least get the 1 life thing going. Which I'd imagine that's exactly what this is. Yep. Sometimes you can see the writing on the wall.
Is it just me, or is it getting a little warm in here?
So I'm guessing they have a bunch of creature kill cards. So I guess we just run into another Murderous Rider, huh? Don't have much choice here.
This isn't your average zombie horde. Impressive, isn't it?
Yep, that's what I thought.
I'll leave. Putrid, but effective.
Heartless Act to get rid of our token. Nope. Alright, we'll just slowly try to get him with the emblem. Go ahead and play this. Clear the path a little bit. Keep them from gaining life. I wonder if there's a world where you want to play Grim Tutor when you can keep searching out your Murderous Riders. It's kind of interesting. I don't know if you would, but just something to think about. I don't even know if I want to bedevil that. I might. Whatever. What are they going to do? It was interesting, though, that they got rid of our Omen of the Forge when they had a chance to make us discard something, which is very peculiar. Alright, I'm assuming at some point they're... Or maybe they're worried about the game of chicken, where they're assuming I have more Planeswalkers, they want to be able to kill things, but they don't want to tap out. You know, it's a lot of that weird stuff going on. just doing this to keep them from gaining any life. Putting the screws to them a little bit. Puts them on a clock to have to start tapping to kill us with their land. Hopefully we can find some more instant speed removal. They're not going to do it though. Interesting. Alright, I'm not going to cycle this yet. I'm going to do it on their turn. So if for some reason they do have another discard spell or something, we can protect it a little bit, whatever we draw, instead of just drawing into it. Well, ended up not mattering. Not at all what we wanted. Yeah, we're playing a game of chicken pretty much. They're playing nothing but removal cards, it looks like. And they're probably trying to protect against our planeswalkers, which we don't have that many, really. Okay. I mean, we can sit back longer. I mean, they've got damage coming. I'm gonna leave the Treacherous Blessing up there because we're 21 life. Like, getting the extra cards is more beneficial here. I was gonna say, you can't even draw cards because that'd put you low enough that if you think I have any burn spell, well, you've already seen the Omen of Fire, or whatever. Omen of the Forge. Okay. Just playing it to play it? Oh, giving him a chance to look for cards. I see. Sure. One, two, three, four, five. We did not draw another land. This should be game, though, at this point. So, I'm willing just to pass and not worry about it. This is crazy. We'll have had a game where the Chandra's emblem did like 13 damage or something. Well, not quite. I think it did 11 by the time it's all done. Assuming we don't kill them on the next turn. I mean, sure.
I do hope you make this battle exciting for me. This looks like a fun new toy.
I mean, you can't even Murderous Rider it now without killing yourself, so... Meh. Erebos' Intervention. That would let them gain life. Well, then we just kill our own dude. Yep, I'm sure. That's what they were waiting on, though. The big intervention. To buy themselves more time. Yep, got it. Alright, back in the lab again. What did we think? Honestly, this version's not good. There's a lot of things we need to change. Outlaw's Merriment never came into play. Each time we had it in hand, it either was not gonna get the creature when we wanted it, or it was just not relevant to the game state. So it's a card that every time I see it, I want to find a home for it, and I just don't have a good list. If somebody has a fun Outlaw's Merriment list, give me a link in the comments. I'll check it out and I'll play it. But so far, I haven't found one I enjoy. So I'm gonna get rid of that. Honestly, I'm actually gonna go down to even 2 Ruinous Ultimatum, because the truth is, it's one of those cards like if the deck's doing what it's trying to do to allow you to get to cast the Ruinous Ultimatum, you rarely are gonna need it anyway. Like most of the time we drew it, it'd be like we'd just be getting rid of 1 thing or 2 things, right? So is that even a thing we want or need? Let's add 2 Doom Foretold, right? I think they were in the initial list and we took them out. and we're bringing them back. I just think it's a way to actually gain some life. It's another way to keep your opponent's stuff down while you're trying to get to a planeswalker. Maybe even 3, now that we have room. I would cut Dawn of Hope. I don't think we need those either. And maybe even add something like Sarkin, possibly. You know, 2 of those. And then just give you more ways to win. You can make some creatures that matter. I think that's a little bit better. Maybe even, let's see. Looking at just black cards that are going to gain us life, maybe we add a couple of something like that. That could be good too. Because there's like Sorin's Thirst is really good, especially when playing against all the red decks and whatnot. It does only deal damage to creatures, so that's a thing, but it could be relevant. You know, we could also play Erebos' Intervention, you know, because again, that lets you exile stuff, it lets you kill a thing, and you can gain some life. Matter of fact, I actually kind of like that as a choice. Why don't we play 2 of those, and let's cut out like 1. I don't know, I feel like I could say 1 Doom Foretold and not feel crazy here. Actually, no, 1 Treacherous Blessing, because I don't think you need a lot of those. I think once you stick 1, that's really all you need anyway. And if the rest of the deck is doing its job, you're probably going to be okay. The only thing I would say that's unfortunate about this list is that it doesn't have a lot of 2 mana plays, which is a little bit of disappointment. But your 2 mana play is a removal. You have Murderous Rider, Oath of Kaya, the Devil, you know, Deafening Clarion. Then you can step up to Doom Foretold's Kaya's Wrath, and then you start playing Planeswalkers. So I think this version here is a little bit better. Also, what I like about it is it gives you a little bit of extra play against the slower control decks, because even being able to use like an Erebos Intervention, you can keep stuff out of the graveyard from like an Elspeth Conquers Death, something like that. You have fewer dead cards. Even like Doom Foretold can get rid of their enchantments and whatnot. So there's a few different things going on there that I think this could be better for. I think if you're playing best of 3, I do feel this sideboard would hold up very well. You know, you have Grafdigger's Cage for the graveyard decks. You've got stuff for the control matchups. You can bring things in against like mono red and whatnot, or Obosh list. You know, you can bring these in against the control decks. Thought Distortion, yeah, the card's okay. I wouldn't lean too heavily on it. But if you just need that thing, it is something you can do. If there's another card to bring in, honestly, I might say, stick another, either your choice of Clarion, Doom Foretold, or Kaya's Wrath in that last slot in the sideboard. Me personally, I'd probably make it probably this Kaya, you know, and use that as a way to, as another removal card potentially. And against the control matchups, it's just over the course of a game, maybe you just get them for some. It wouldn't do a ton, obviously, but it's a thing you can do because you have Erebos' Intervention in the list. So yeah, let's do that. That's probably what I'd make that look like. So that's where we're at now. I think this version would be a little bit better. So give that a look, give that a try. That's the list that'll be down below in the description. All right, well, how do we feel about all that action? That was a lot of changes. Honestly, I will say this though. Obviously I'm more of an aggro player, but this deck was actually fun. I think the only problem I had with it is it's one of those things you like having redundancy in your deck list, but it was too redundant. I mean, there were times you just had so many removal cards, right? Like, if your opponent has anything that does little damage, or maybe they, you know, like the red decks are just getting a ton of little stuff. It's just like sometimes you need to have some other creature, some other thing, some way to make them sacrifice stuff, like just something we just didn't have going on in that list. So we made some changes and hopefully that fixes things. But if you're into this type of stuff, it's probably a fun list to play, but not necessarily my jam. I'll probably play it for a little bit on stream over the weekend, maybe on Monday, and then that'll be it. And then I'll move on to something else. Fun deck, interesting deck. Don't know how good it is. I'll leave that for y'all to figure out and make better. And I also want to say thanks to everybody. We are now over 1,200 subscribers, and that is fantastic. Everybody is doing tons, sharing the channel. Everybody's being active. I have a Discord now as well. I will leave the link in the comments if you want to check, or not in the comments, in the description if you want to check that out. Also remember to like this video And if you haven't, please subscribe to the channel. That would help me out a bunch as well. And like I said, I'll be doing Core Set 21 daily videos as the cards get previewed, so you'll see those, and maybe I'll be hiding some Easter eggs in those y'all can look for. But that's all I have for today. We will see you next time.